What's up, everybody? Welcome to Spot Squad. Welcome to Slav Guns and Turbo SHOT Show 2025, and I am at the Accurate Mag booth. Accurate Mag is well known for their awesome, reliable magazines. They're getting much bigger with their precision rifle offerings, and now we have an expansion of that. Well, at least we're making a really big expansion into it with this guy, with a chassis offering. Now, if you know anything about precision rifles, there's been a big trend going into the chassis offerings for a lot of modularity. And it's not even just gun gamers. A lot of hunters are getting into it as well. However, as we all know, it's like, unless you have $1,000, you better not be looking at a chassis rifle because you're not going to be able to afford it. But this is different. So, and this is something that's really, really cool. Walk us through this, Wilson.
All right, so this is our new Sport Tech Ultra Lite, and this is our option for someone who's just getting into the chassis game and they want a more cost-effective, easy entry point, or want something extremely lightweight if they're hunting, hog hunters, coyote hunters, those guys who are going to be carrying their rifle a long way, but may still want to be able to use tripods and bipods and other modern accessories. So this guy features a 9-inch, full-length Arca rail on the fore end. You've got 5 M-lock slots on each side and on the bottom. You have an integrated barricade stop, which works great in PRS competitions or with branches out in the field. It takes AICS magazines and takes AR-15 style pistol grips and buttstocks. So you can set that up however you feel like. This one in front of us has a Magpul PRS Lite buttstock on it, which is a great adjustable option and builds a really lightweight package for you. We also have integrated thumb shelves on both sides from that precision community that really likes the ergonomics of the thumb shelf.
Well, I'd say, even like beyond the precision community, just even having the thumb shelf on here, it's going to help you drive the gun and almost kind of like, it's a mental reminder to make sure you're properly positioned and as a mental check. That's how often I kind of use it. And if you watch my videos, it's okay, like I'm getting my mind ready, I'm going to put my foam on there. Okay, I'm ready to shoot and go from there. Totally. So it's interesting that you mentioned, like, this is kind of like, it is definitely a lightweight chassis, but I guess one of the benefits of going with the chassis offering is this is still going to be really good. If somebody wants a good starting point to building their PRS gun, you can use it as well. You have M-lock, so you can add a whole bunch of weights if you want to do that. You can add a heavy buttstock, such as one of the other, from the other videos. Awesome buttstock, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
So you have that modularity.
Yeah, absolutely. You can really build this into whatever you want it to be. We've got the setup in front of us with the carbon barrel, short barrel, lightweight stock on our 725 action. And this whole thing weighs in at about 7 pounds. So we can pick this up real easily, move around with it. You could go a long steel barrel on a competition gun. We have some friends that are looking at using them as rental guns when they're teaching PRS and long range classes.
Absolutely.
Because it's just a really efficient platform that doesn't break the bank when they've got to set up 4 or 5 guns.
Well, you know what I love about this in particular is almost like with any type of accessories. If you're going to go into PRS in particular, so we're not talking about just precision rifle shooting at the range, but like if you're going to go into gun games and take it seriously, it's a big investment.
It is.
And oftentimes, I have a friend of mine who's like, so I want to get into this. What should I get? And I was like, I want to spend this much money, but then like he's gonna change his mind. What I love about this is it's at an attractive enough price point that you can get this, and even if you hate everything about it, which you won't, it's not like a $3,000 loss, or like you didn't just spend 2 G's on a chassis that you're like, well, I wish I had something different on it.
Yeah, these are going to be retailing at $399.
That's crazy.
So that's an easy price point. Try it, figure out exactly what you like, and then, decide if you want something different or stay with this.
Okay, so someone's going to say, well, it's $399, but then you got to add all the other bunch of stuff versus just like buying a cheaper stock. But even then, like, how much is this stock? It's like about $100, something like that.
You can find those online for like $94. They retail at like $125 MSRP. Okay. So, it's a sub $500 package.
And even if you want to go higher end, let's say, for example, you get the chassis for $400, you get a Magpul PRS, the full stock for a couple $100.
Yes.
You spend $100 on a pistol grip. Okay, $60 in a pistol grip. And all in, you're still at $750 or less.
Exactly. Which is exactly how I built my first PRS rifle. And with this chassis, since it already has the Arca rail integrated, that's one less accessory that, you don't have to get a $110 Arca rail.
And now one of the things I noticed, like you have kind of like a channel in here.
Yeah.
So if somebody really wants to add and load up a bunch of weights in there, you can probably get some weights in there.
Oh, yeah.
And you can kind of see on this rifle, even with proper contour, there's more than enough room in there to load it in. So like, I mean, it's going to be very difficult to outgrow this chassis.
It is. Yeah. Absolutely. And, it's 21 ounces for your guys that want a really lightweight gun.
Yeah.
This is easy to carry around. We're tossing it back and forth. We can pick up the whole gun. It's really a great base platform.
So, I mean, it's lightweight enough for somebody who wants to go a hunting route. It has the flexibility to go as heavy as you want for your PRS competition guns.
Yep.
And so I guess kind of like somebody might be asking, okay, well, why is it so cheap versus your other offerings? What am I not getting on this that I am getting on your other chassis?
So the reality on this is you're getting much, if not all, of the functionality that you get on our others, except because it's a one-piece chassis, we're able to eliminate a lot of the redundant machining that goes into making those interface rails and such to attach the fore ends and the stocks, and adds a lot of machine time. This is, bare bones. It's quick. We can turn them out easily, and that translates into savings for our consumers.
Yeah, I mean, quite frankly, though, I mean, I'm just even thinking, like, we love buying modularity. However, how often do we actually change this stuff out? Because we're more likely to buy one more of these.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yes, we don't have a lot of people that really come back and buy a different stock or a different fore end later on. And with the M-LOK on the front, that allows you to add in all the accessories that you want, and that's where most of your modularity ends up going. It's, do I want a rail here? Do I want a sling mount here? Extra round holders, that sort of thing is what most people change on their guns.
And I guess even like the first starting points and kind of like where the most divisive parts of the PRS world, it's not going to be how long your fore end is. It's like, yep, does it have M-LOK? Yeah. Does it have Arca? Yeah, you're good. Yeah, it's going to be, my pistol grip is better than your pistol grip.
Right.
And well, why is your buttstock this and not something like that?
Exactly.
And both are modular here, so you can literally pick whatever floats your boat, and that's it.
And you can, you can keep this and it can grow with you as you change and adapt and figure out your own shooting style.
Very cool. So, I mean, it's definitely an awesome value. What is this going to be available for? Where are you starting out? Kind of like what platforms?
Yeah, so currently it's available for Remington 700 short actions, which fits most of your custom actions as well on the market. And then we're looking at Savage offerings, and then long action for Remington and Savage potentially as well. We might even try and tweak it into a 1022.
Very cool. I would love that for frickin' 1022.
I would too.
1022, and you know what? Ruger Precision Rimfire rifle, because everyone loves those guns, but like, I don't want the cheap plastic stock. It's like, I want a bigger one.
Yeah, and this fits into a price point where getting a gun like a Ruger Precision Rimfire, you're not then dumping $1,000 into a chassis for it when you didn't spend that much on the gun.
And like if you spend $1,200 on a custom action because you bought Accurate's action, or you spent a lot more on somebody else's and you made a mistake there.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe. When you're doing that, it's fairly easy to justify spending $1,200 or $1,300 on the chassis or a stock. But if, let's say, for example, let's say you spend $600 on a Bergara, or you bought one of the new Rugers and you want to upgrade that.
Precisely.
It's much tougher to have someone like, well, yeah, you spent $600 on a gun, now go spend $1,200 on a chassis. Versus, hey, here's something like this. Steal a buttstock from your AR-15 if you're on a budget and upgrade that later.
Absolutely. And we've even had a lot of guys come back to us and say, look, I got this because I had a Remington 700 SPS that sat in my safe for years because I don't like that old plastic stock on it, and I wanted something new. And this fits the bill on something that they can make an upgrade to a gun they already have and get it back in their shooting rotation.
Especially because with Remington 700s, I mean, the barrels are generally not the issue there.
Right.
It's just the stock and the fact that you're spending so much money and it doesn't come with a removable magazine.
Right, exactly.
Well, and even with that, so I mean, think about that. If you're older than 30 years old, you'd know that with 700s, there's a whole thing called bottom metal.
Right.
So you buy a stock and like, oh, you still need to go spend a couple $100 on bottom metal to make it run with a detachable magazine. And you don't have that here.
No, exactly. That's, you're $125 for a bottom metal at least in any scenario. So why get a bottom metal for in existing stock when you could do
That's
that.
awesome. It's exciting. I mean, like, it definitely looks great. I mean, it looks super premium. I love just the design and the cutouts I heard. Obviously, I doubt these are functional scallops or anything else like that. It just looks
No,
super cool.
The function on them is they pull weight out of it. And
Yeah.
we tried to slim this thing down as much as we could while keeping it really rigid and durable. So it's, looks cool. It provides some texturing so your hands don't slide around on it. And it's a good time.
So, like, if you bought a Bergara B14, buy this and upgrade it.
Absolutely.
And you're going to have
Yes.
a banging gun.
Yes, you will.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very cool. So this is the new Ultra Lite Chassis from
Yes.
Accurate Mag, available now.
Yes, it is. It's on our website.
It's on the website, links in the description below, and I'm definitely looking forward to this. Wilson, thank you very much for showing it. It's exciting to see, and hopefully, I mean, like, even looking at this gun here, it's like, come on, make it happen.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
So let us know in the comments, because I mean, like,
Yes.
I think that could be a very competitive option from both value and features.
Absolutely. That was our goal when we put it all together. So
Very cool. All right. As always, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think, and look forward to getting more SHOT Show coverage from you. So, thanks for watching. Keep on squatting. I'll see you next video, linked up here.